What's good, YouTube? This your boys, Two Tall Talks with Trey and Jay, back at you with another long-awaited podcast episode. Um, we are, I mean, we are. I'm Jay. This is my boy Trey. It's been a little minute, forgive me, y'all. But how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Can't complain. Excited to finally roll out episode 8. So let's see where the conversation lands.
All right. I feel it, bro. So we're kind of coming at you guys with sort of a different format. Today, basically, we're gonna touch bases on our normal segments, which it revolves a life subject. Then we jump into sports, and then we jump into music. But with the music, we decided to add a variant to the music in regards of giving our opinions and giving our top five lists. So what we decided to do was to add well just to come up with a random artist every episode, and on that artist we basically give our top five projects and or albums from that individual. With today's episode, we decided to give you the first artist is T.I. Um, very heavy into the southern music scene, and he was just a random guy we decided to come up with. So, with that, let's get into it. Trey, what are we starting off
All right. So today we're coming y'all with a topic for the life section. We're going to say, how do you deal with men making advances towards your woman? So, Mr. J, how do you deal with men making advances towards my sister?
with? Well, first off, I feel like the initial reaction, not gonna lie, it makes me feel good when a man try to talk to my woman because it kind of made me feel like that I got an attractive woman. Because I know there are a lot of men that will try a lot of different women, but there are some that just
Will be
don't
bold
stand a
enough.
chance. They
Yeah.
don't stand a chance of being properly approached, I should say. So yeah, that's the first initial reaction. And then of course their boyfriend kick in and I get to, just kind of losing it just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I ultimately composed myself because I just accept the fact that that's just the way of the world for real. Like men are supposed to try to pursue. That's just how it is to me.
Yeah. Has there been a situation where you've had to step up, or you witnessed like somebody trying to talk to it?
Yeah, there was a time. And it's so crazy because she initially get approached a lot. But it was just this one time where I found out there was a guy actually worked with her, you know. Tried to, dip his hand in the cookie jar. So it was a little different, actually knowing that. But besides that, she get approached really all the time for real. The Really the most recent time that I did have to step up, it was honestly because of some shit that I had did beforehand. So
Okay.
it's just that's the reality, bro. So I can't
Yeah.
do nothing but take it on the chin, really. Now, if it was a situation as to where it wasn't no craziness going on my end, then I can understand it. But hey, you take what you give out. The one thing about that little motherfucker, she is definitely going to make. She is definitely going to remind me and constantly remind me as to why, like, she too can play that game.
Hey, it make you feel that shit too.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
What about yourself?
Myself.
Yeah, how do you feel about guys approaching your woman?
So honestly, I haven't seen it personally.
Oh,
She's told me about guys, like especially older gentlemen, like when she goes to like go places and stuff like that.
yeah.
She's told me about it, but honestly, it don't bother me because like at the end of the day, we together. So
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like I'd only have to worry about it if I didn't trust you. So the fact that I trust her, I don't even worry about it. She fine as hell. What am I gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
Those are facts.
plenty. Yeah, like we got eyes too. Like they got eyes too. Um, that's what I said. Like you can look, but you better not touch. That's my thing. You can look, but you better not touch. So, uh, yeah, like I said, if I don't have trust, then I would be concerned. But the fact that I trust her, I know she's not entertaining that.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
but yeah, like so. But if you touch her, then that's a different situation.
Yeah.
That's you gonna see a side of me like, and don't approach her when I'm with her either. Like that to me is disrespectful too. If you approach her and you know she was somebody, then I might take that a certain way though. But if like I'm on the other end of the store or something like that, or she walked in before me and somebody approached her, I might sit back just to see what she gonna do and laugh because she
Yeah.
probably see me. But other than that, yeah, it ain't a real concern of mine. At least in my current relationship.
Yeah.
In my current
So
relationship, yeah.
that was my next question. Have you ever, like, at what point did a woman make you feel insecure about, like, if you've ever been with a female that made you feel that way?
I would say the only time I felt like I had to really step up and check dudes, and then again, I was young, was high school. Like
Mm-hmm.
probably like my first girlfriend. And me not knowing that she was talking to multiple people because she was older than me. So, I was like,
How much older?
I was a freshman. She was a sophomore. Yeah, she was a sophomore.
Mm.
So not that much older, but
Hey, them high school years, that year make a
yeah,
difference.
and like I said, and that's when I was in Maryland. So that was like my first girlfriend.
Mm.
And
It's always them first ones that just
yeah.
fuck your heart up.
Yeah, she was talking to a whole bunch of people. Found out she was talking to my best friend.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So
Yo,
that was the
best
only
friend.
time
Wait,
my
wait, wait.
my best friend fool.
Who was he at the time? What's his name? You got his phone here.
I ain't gonna say his name because he was still my like. It was the way she played us both though. Like we both didn't like it was the way she played us both. So
Oh,
like you gotta remember, like when I was in high school, I was like highly sheltered. Like my parents wouldn't let me go out, wouldn't let me do nothing. Like only time I hung out with that girl was pretty much was at school, but me and my best friend had like different periods. Me and her had different periods. So it was like, and it only lasted for like 2 weeks. So well, it ain't like it wasn't this long ass relationship that, you know, we just walking around the school hugged up on the same girl or
Yeah,
some shit like
okay,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But like it was only like a couple weeks. So but but nah, yeah, she like it was, but it was only a couple weeks. But once we found out, she was trying to like, I'm not sure what she was saying to him, but she was trying to like get back with me and stuff like that, saying she was gonna hurt herself. And so I got back with her because I ain't know what to do in that situation. Mind you, I'm 14, 15 years old, so I don't know what to do.
Damn. Yeah, it be
So
like it.
so we got back together for a couple more weeks. Then I broke up with her again, and I was like, I was terrible. I said, I don't believe you gonna do it. I said, you faking. You just trying to do this to control me. And I said, I'm done. Now, hindsight 2020, I should have told an adult.
Damn, she really off herself?
No.
Oh,
Because I
shit.
would feel bad. I wouldn't even tell this story if that really happened.
Okay. I'm like,
No,
damn, where this going?
no. So,
Oh,
but yeah, that's the only time that I've ever felt insecure in a relationship and had to like was like looking around. Even like I said, even though it was only a couple weeks, I still was all like, bro, like females are like this. Like I thought this was only things. Like I said, I was young, so I'm thinking this is like the stuff that she was doing. I thought was the what men did. I didn't know females can do that too, pretty much. So
shit.
yeah, like
And you know what's crazy? That's a similar situation to how that high school broad broke my motherfucking heart. Them bars too. Man, her motherfucking ass. We was in a relationship the whole damn school year. Come the summertime, you about 13, 14, you ain't got no car yet. You just at the house all the time. You really don't, this around the time all the crazy shit started going on. So it's
mm.
like you can't really ask to go over their house and no shit like that. So it's like me and her just faded apart, but she just stayed on the phone, stayed texting me all this. We gonna be together forever and all that other type of shit.
Mhm.
Broke up with me the last week. We stayed on the phone the whole summer. She broke up with me the week before school started. Then when school started, that girl
Dang,
had a new boyfriend.
dang.
And I'm like, damn, bro, you could have just told me. I passed the 3 females that summer being faithful to somebody that wasn't faithful to me.
All because that
Man,
dude probably had a car.
and what made it so bad, he was a low key, I ain't gonna say bum because he was a minor at the time, but
Mm,
he was a pre-bum. So
pre-bum is crazy. That's wild. A
you
pre-bum is wild. But I know
know,
what you're talking about, though.
no offense to any bums out there. I'm just
Oh,
saying there are levels to
the bumness.
yeah, it's levels to the bumness. You got
Oh,
the misfortunate. We not talking about though. We talking about the people that's able but still choose not to do it. The trifling motherfucker.
yeah.
All
Yeah, I know
right,
what you're
there
talking
we
about.
go. So yeah, dog, that girl broke my heart. I ain't talked to no bright skinned female since. Well, until
I was about to say until now.
until you know. But yeah, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. But
But still, ultimately, that trust is important, like you said, and that would
mhm,
ultimately help propel relationships to last a long time. Cause boy,
yeah, yeah,
you
100%.
definitely need it.
Yeah. So, like I said, until you give me a reason not to trust you, I don't have to. I don't stress myself about the small things if it hasn't happened yet. So,
Nah,
but but
I
yeah, let us
see.
know how y'all deal with it. Um, how do y'all take your woman being advanced by other men? Let us know in the comment section, and then we'll go ahead and swing over to our next segment. Now we're going to shift gears over to sports with our first subject being our NBA predictions. I know the NBA has already started, but Maul, what are your NBA predictions right now from MVP, first in the East and West Conference, or like even the finals? Who do you got? Who do you, based off of what you've seen so far, who do you see in the finals?
Um, I'm gonna keep it a book. Finals. Well, I can't really predict the finals right now, but as far as the conference finals, I see Detroit and Cleveland.
Okay.
I see Detroit and Cleveland because I ain't gonna lie. Kay Cunningham, he's starting to get that I'm on one vibe.
And they have been looking good this year. So
So he just got his signature shoe deal, he trying to ball out. But ultimately, bro, the progression, the drastic progression that Detroit has had, bro, I'm liking what I'm seeing for real.
because they're what I think hold on, I'm looking now. They're 12-2 right now.
They're
Who
12
would
and
have
2,
thought
and I
that?
think they're on a 10-game win streak too.
Correct.
So like them as of now, they're on a 10-game win streak. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm liking how them boys hooping for real. And
Yeah.
I can never count out the potential of of the Cleveland Cavaliers
Mhm.
because they still got a money base on their roster, and I just feel like that with the right. I don't want to say the right injury because I don't want that on the team, but boy, with the right opportunity for a money base to get on their court, bro, that team's gonna be different.
And it's a shame he has not had the opportunity yet.
Like, imagine him at the point.
I've
Donovan
been
Mitchell.
wanting him. I've been wanting to see him in an NBA jersey starting somewhere.
Yeah, dog. That boy is different. So, on top of that, I don't really see any other Eastern team really taking it due to injuries because, Tatum gone for the year. If Jalen Brown don't really turn into, he got to step it up another level for them to even have a chance. Um,
Yeah.
who else? Halliburton, he gone for the year. And his Pacers team is, I don't even think they won 3 games as of now.
No.
I think they like 2-13 or something like that. So,
Yeah. They've been losing a lot.
I just I don't really see any other juggernauts though.
No, they're not
Dark
even two.
horse.
They're 1-13. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's insane. So I mean, with them and the dark horse being the Knicks, I don't really see anybody else in the East coming out. But the West is kind of a different story. So
Yeah.
on the Western side, I just got to roll with the home team because I'm loving how they're playing right now. Well, not the home team, but the favorite team. My bad.
There is a difference.
So of course I have to go with my favorite team, which is the Houston Rockets. I'm liking how they're playing, and I love the fact that Kevin Durant finally he has his own team in a sense. You know, a lot of younger upcoming stars surrounding him, something that he hasn't had really since OKC. And I think it's time. I think it's time for Houston to get another chip. It's been what, about 35 years?
95. I think it
Yeah.
was the last one.
Yes. So it's time for another one. And you know, I love Ant-Man. I'm wondering and I'm hoping Ant-Man can have a breakout season. But if not Ant-Man, you either gotta look out for Shea or Luca. It's gonna be one of them three. Shea, Luca. Hell, it might be Shea and Luca in the Western Conference Finals, honestly, but I can't root out KD either. So
Yeah. Yeah. So who you thinking looking like the MVP right now though? Wait, did you just answer that?
I did not. I did
Oh, okay.
not. I forgot the other side questions that you asked, besides the standings.
Mhm.
But MVP, I'm liking how Giannis is playing. Honestly,
Okay.
Giannis is he's going back to their mode. Like I've been watching a lot of games, so he's moving different since you know the season has started. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't know if he got a chip on his shoulder. I don't know, but Giannis been playing different, and I think he almost averaging like 30 points a game right now. So
Hooping.
yeah, I'm liking how Giannis is playing. But runner up, hey, you just can't get rid of Jokic. It really just
Yeah.
depends on how the Jokic gets it, depending on how the team play, because
Yeah.
he played the same all his life. So,
That's a fact. So
what about you?
Um, so when it comes to the finals, conference finals right now, I gotta agree with you. Right now it's looking like Detroit and Cleveland. But you can't count out the Knicks, can't count out Philly. Because Philly is all dependent on if Embiid and PG can finally stay healthy. PG finally came back this week, so I guess we'll see how long he stays healthy. Embiid, I know they got him on minute constraints, it seems like, and understandable, but then again, it's not a recipe for a successful season, especially if you're only getting 50% of him throughout the season. So yeah, I agree. Like Detroit, never would have expected Detroit to be where they are right now. So they always showed promise, but they never could make it, you know, turn it into winning. But like you said, Cade playing like he got a chip on his shoulder. Asor is playing the twin is playing like he is playing different too this season. Um, and then Cleveland, you still got Evan Mobley, you still got Donovan Mitchell. Like that team as well has been, I mean, they've been there a couple times. So they're exactly where you expect them to be. Well, I actually expected them to be number one, but Detroit came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, so that was a pleasant surprise, and it makes for an interesting and better season to watch too. Because I want to see how far they can go with it. Because they do look good. West again, can't disagree with you more. The West is Weston right now.
Uh-huh.
Typically it's always the West that we don't know where it will land. The East is always easy. They always got them 2, 3 teams that everybody's focused on, and nobody worried about the rest. The West, 1 through 12, You never know. So,
Mhm.
like you said, like Houston, I'm always gonna root for Houston. So, but we can't diminish the way the Spurs have been playing, the Lakers have been playing, the Nuggets have been playing, the Thunder have been playing. Like it's pretty much a toss up. So right now, I mean, obviously with the 1 and 2, it's I think one is the Thunder, two Denver, but I can't confidently say that those will be the top two teams in the NBA, the Western Conference Finals. Because
Mhm.
it'll be a toss up and it's going to be a fight because Luca playing like Luca playing crazy right now. Jokic is doing Jokic, but even better this year. And if that's even possible, like how Wemby is a freak of nature. You like Durant finally has a team with a young core that's listening, and we already had that grit and grind from last season with Dylan Brooks, but it's carried over into this season
Mhm.
with KD with better leadership. And we've been into some tough games, and it's been good to see that we can finish those games where we aren't really doing the best. And it's
Mhm.
good to see that we can win games when KD's not even playing his best. That was a good sign right there that we won games. I think we won like 2 games where KD shot terribly, and we still won. So, Amen Thompson is having a breakout season. Like, he averaging 20 going to the bucket. He ain't even shooting. I mean, he's
Mhm.
shooting more now, but he's still not as confident as I need him to be to shoot the three. Like, even if you miss it, they're sagging way too far off of him right now. But the I can't even confidently say who I think will be the 1 and 2. Like, the generic answer would be the Thunder and the Nuggets, but anybody can be the 1 or the 2 at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, um, and it's making for some great basketball. So, as for MVP, in my opinion, um, honestly, right now to me, it's either Jokic or Luca. And honestly, I forgot to bring up him Milwaukee. Milwaukee has been playing phenomenally too. So, not to diminish what they've been doing. So, like you said, Giannis, it's always the same three at this point. Or
Mhm.
same four, really. Luca, Giannis, Shea, and Jokic. Right now, that's who it's looking like. So, and quite honestly, if Wemby keep playing the way he's been playing, Wemby
Mhm.
might be in that category as well. Like, I know he's down for a couple of weeks now with the injury, but the way he came out the gate is scary. We've never seen numbers that he's been putting up before.
Mhm.
So, um, yeah, West, undecisive. I indecisive, I mean, but I can't really make a pick right now for the West, but the East is easy because, like I said, it's the same 2 to 3 teams. So, but let us know what you guys think. What are your NBA predictions for this season? For MVP, conference finals, and shoot, if y'all even want to shoot too far into the future, who you think are gonna be in the finals? But we're gonna go ahead and switch over to our next topic, which is the future of Ja Morant in Memphis. So a couple weeks ago, Ja Morant had after a game, I can't remember who they had played, but in the locker room interview, he had some things to say about it was a way he answered these questions based off of his role right now on that team.
What went wrong for you today?
Go ask the coaching staff.
Do you feel like, I mean, there was anything you could do differently? I guess
You go ask him. They had a whole spiel in here, so
from the outside, and the outside may be wrong, but from the outside, it didn't look like you had your usual energy tonight.
go ask the coaching staff why.
Okay, you feel like you should play more?
Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
What had been
Anything
done?
else?
What could have been done different to get a different outcome other than asking the coaching staff?
According to them, probably don't play me. Honestly, that's what basically the message was after. So it's cool.
The coaching staff message was
It's
that?
cool. Bro. We good?
You didn't have anything physically wrong in terms of illness or anything?
Oh
Look,
no,
you
I'm
were
good.
under the
I'm
weather.
fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
So that was in response to Ja Morant after the Grizzlies lost to the Lakers on November 1st, 117 to 112. Ma, what do you take from that segment or that little piece right there?
I took from the clip. I took that his energy is not with Memphis anymore. He's shown it on the court. That actually, when he was at the game, I went to the game where they played the Houston Rockets, and he just wasn't there for real. And you could tell by his play, but playing devil's advocate, that coach got to go before Ja got to go, because the way that the coach got on, they fired the head coach like a week before the playoffs started. They hired him because he was some type of famous. This is what I just researched. He was just some famous international coach. He won like maybe 4 or 5 little Euro leagues or something like that. So it kind of feels like it was some inside stuff going on, considering the fact that he was the assistant before they fired their original coach. So Memphis, they also trying to run this type of offense where he has a constant rotation. Your stars don't play together. If your two best players don't play together, you're not going to win any games. And a ESPN stat that I seen on Instagram said that Ja and what's the boy name? Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah.
They are averaging a career low of 15 minutes on the floor together.
So your two best players.
He's trying to keep a heavy rotation. He's trying to come in with the Euro League shit because, the Europeans is the wave right now for real when it comes down to basketball development. So they think that, I'm assuming that they think that Memphis can shortcut their way to getting a championship caliber team. And I don't think y'all really rocking with them for real. Because I deep down feel that they was rocking with their last coach because of the way that they was playing before they fired him. So
And they fired him for no reason. Jenkins was a great coach, in my opinion. I don't remember the in-betweens and stuff like that, but it was a random firing.
yeah.
And it shook everybody up because it was like, bro, like y'all are in the playoffs. Like, so but I agree with you. I think Ja's future is probably short in Memphis. Probably this time next year, he might be wearing a different jersey. But I also agree that coach got to go. Like, it's not equating to winning. You have a disgruntled star because you're not playing him. Granted, he did shoot bad that game. I think he only had like 8 points. But then again, he only played 15 minutes, or I think like that, 15 or 16 minutes, something like that. So, You're not gonna win like that. Not when your best player, like I said, granted, he was playing terribly, but it's this debut game, first game of the season. You don't make an assessment off of your best player off of the first game of the season. He's still trying to get his legs. That's just like if we were to go off of the way KD was playing the first couple games. That's still KD.
Mm-hmm.
That's still Ja Morant. So I really do feel like to suspend him for detriment to the team for him. He didn't say anything wrong, in my opinion. All he said was go ask the coaching staff. And to me, there's nothing wrong with that. It ain't like he went up there and say, fuck them. They just had a whole discussion about me and tried to place everything on me when this is a team game. He ain't say none of that. He just said, go ask the coaching staff. And he didn't say anything bad about it. The reporters asked him a question and he answered it. That ain't detriment to the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree. I think his future is short with Memphis, and it's probably for the best because they're not even doing anything to bring pieces around them. They lost Desmond Bane, who was one of their best scorers.
Yeah.
So Jaren Jackson is looking like a shadow of himself. He's probably in the same boat as Ja. He's just internally dealing with it.
Yeah. And don't forget, they fucked up when they let go Dylan Brooks. That was the start.
That was the start. Yep, that was the start because we saw what he did in Houston. Look what he's doing in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And so, like, he legit was the glue. He brought a different culture to that team. So, and he brings it to whatever team he's with. So, and like you said, honestly, it started with the firing of Taylor Jenkins too. Like firing your coach, your head coach before the start of before the start of the playoffs. That's some wicked work. Next segment or next topic for sports is going to be Kiyan Anthony, who recently donned the jersey of the same school that his father went to, Syracuse. And yeah, we jump into some highlights from his last game not too long ago.
This is what Drexel wants: long possessions. Kiyan Anthony, players, and the players have benefited. Off the steal by Freeman, Anthony swoops in. And
Hey,
they don't shoot a great. That is the upset formula. Well, Anthony's off the mark. Second chance, though, drives baseline to the basket, and minutes without Starling, without Betsy now. Left earlier. As Anthony rebounds this game. From that perspective, Drexel was very comfortable. Anthony fade away. Well, let's see about this mismatch. Boats steps through.
Looking real Carmelo-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony.
But yeah, man, have you kept up with anything Kiyan, like other than his last game against Drexel, or have you?
I think he just scored. It
was 18.
You said 18? That was the latest game? Okay,
yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen anything else on him. And I think Melo was at that game too.
Yeah.
But man, based off this start, bro, I've been saying it since he was a youngin', bro. He is next. Like I like his poise, I like his athleticism, and I really like how he's so much of a shade of his daddy because his daddy, he had the athleticism, but he's not relying on it to score.
Exactly.
And that is essential to having longevity in the NBA.
Yep.
Bro, you can't run around, you can't run past everybody for long, you can't jump over everybody for long.
Nope.
So with him already developing his scoring skill set while he's young, he's still gonna get into his grown man NBA body.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see what I'm saying? Then that's
Yep.
when the athleticism really gonna develop, but
Mm-hmm.
he's still gonna be able to get a bucket. So
Yep.
dang, I wish the best for him, bro. I
Yeah.
really, really like him.
Yeah, he's not going to have to rely, like you said, rely on athleticism because he'll be a 3-level scorer. Like he can score from anywhere on the court because he's worked on that since he said he wanted to play basketball. And he had the right teacher. He has one of the best scorers in the NBA as his dad. Like Melo didn't rely, like Melo was athletic, but Melo didn't rely on his athleticism all the time. He would post you up, spin, the one dribble pull-ups, from the, each corner. Like he had everything in his bag. And he wasn't 3 heavy either. So you good? You look like you keep falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just here. It's hard to keep looking up because this light fucking with my
Oh
eyes.
no, yeah, I feel you. I didn't know if you was dozing off or not.
Oh no, I'm cool. I'm just high. I'm cool. I'm
But
listening like a motherfucker.
But nah, yeah. So I think he's gonna do great in the league, and I think we have a class of great NBA player kids that are coming through pretty soon, from Gilbert's son to even Boozer's sons. It's going to be interesting to see the path that they take once they make it. So, but yeah, he's doing young in his young career, freshman. Still look like he needs some time, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, not everybody can come out as a freshman into the league. So, but I think he's still just trying to get his feet up under him.
I want him to just go straight to the league. I think it's one and done
You
for
think
him.
so?
I'm
You
gonna
think so?
tell you, he's gonna win a championship as an NBA player. I feel it. I just feel it. Like I see the shit happening. However many years it's gonna happen. Melo, he never got a chance to get it done, but his son do it. He gonna talk just as much shit. And
Yeah.
I honestly can't really say he gonna get onto the national this year because this college season gonna be wicked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody is hooping this year, so we just gotta see how that transpire over in March. But ultimately, bro, I think Kiyan gonna have a very, very successful NBA career.
Yeah. I agree. With that, we're gonna transition to music. So, couple months ago, or maybe like last month, maybe 2 months ago, UMG dismisses Drake's claims. It's been 2 years since the beef took off. Well, almost 2 years, which is crazy, which is wild. And that the fact that this is even still a topic, like you would think he would have, just sailed off into the sunset and do Drake things, like still make the hits that we love to dance to. But in the most hoish way possible, after losing, you sue and try to mask it as you're trying to help the little artists in the future in a very non-hip hop way. So Ma, when it came to the suit, how did you feel about him filing a suit in the first place?
I feel like it was some hoe shit. But the only, and I meant the only reason why I felt like that it was somewhat suitable to do was simply because of him calling him a pedophile on the song. Now, that's the only reason why I feel like that, because that is a very serious word and a lot of people take this shit seriously. Now, granted, yes, it don't help at all with Drake giving off the PDF-ish vibes as far as the certain lyrics on certain songs and shit. I get that. I feel that. But you just can't go out calling this man a pedophile on a
All right.
radio track.
And so I'm a dispute that
Typically.
because Drake started it by calling Kendrick a woman beater. So Drake started it by saying, "Hey, you beat your wife and your kid ain't yours." So to me, all right, woman beater is bad too. But if we in a battle, I'm gonna call you the worst thing possible, and it sticks. Ain't nobody believed Kendrick beat his wife. No.
He is short, bro.
And like I said, I don't believe Drake is a PDF file. So, but in the art of, like, we've heard a lot worse in rap battles. Jay-Z said there's a used condom in Nas's baby daughter's car seat, and it's his.
We in different times, my boy.
Yeah, but like, to me, it's some bitch shit that, all right, you started, so you want to throw rocks and hide your hand. Women beater and PDF files are the two worst things you could call somebody, other than a rapist. Those are the two worst things that you could call somebody. So you start off your rap by saying that I beat my woman. All right, cool. You like that too. I'm gonna take it to hell with it. All right, you call me this, I'm gonna call you something way worse than what you called me. And so that's why I felt like it was some whole shit, because you on one hand, Kendrick didn't sue him and for calling him a woman beater.
There's what
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's the art of the battle, bro. Like, I watch battle rap and have heard worse shit than that. I've heard Tay Rock say some crazy shit. I've heard New Jersey Twerk say some crazy shit.
Let's see. This is where part of the whole shit come in it, but whereas to part of what I still feel why Drake did it.
I mean, no, like I said, like, if Kendrick, if Drake had never said, "Hey, you beat your wife," and Kendrick just went off the rails and said that, then you know what? By all means, because you about to affect his brand. But to me, if I spit at you and you spit at me, and I sue you because you spit at me, but I spit at you first, that's some hoe shit. That's just some hoe shit. Like, Kendrick got a brand too.
The man performed the shit at the Super Bowl. People that don't even
he was gonna sue him before then.
People that don't even know who the fuck they are can assume that. That's fucked up. Like the levels of what you're saying, like as far as the battle rap and stuff, like it's a small, I ain't gonna say small percentage, but like the people that listen to battle rap compared to the people that watch football is two different.
I mean, I get it, but
And
say if
like,
it was reversed. Say if it was reversed, and say it was say Kendrick did lose the battle and sued, but the same things were said, and Drake performed it. Nobody would have cared. They only cared because it was Kendrick.
I don't think so, bro.
Bruh, like I done
Oh
got banned off
hell,
of Reddit, so for having discussions about this shit.
I don't think no. I honestly, I feel like the suit came up really to try to defame the projection of the song success. That's why I really think that's where
Yeah,
it stemmed from.
but you biting the hand that feeds you. Because
So
we
it's
now
true.
gonna act, huh? No, because Kendrick didn't sue.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Kendrick didn't sue. So like we not gonna act like Drake didn't take advantage of the botting claims because Hotline Bling is ass. And that's what really shot him up when that and the Hotline Bling song is what really like sent him into the stratosphere. No, I just feel like the whole thing was very non-hip hop. And like I said, I get where you're coming from. Uh I just don't like the throw rocks and hide your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the whole
that's
part.
yeah, that's the part I don't like. So like I said, I see where you're coming from. Because Drake does have a brand, he does have, you know, assets that he has to protect. Um But when they rolled out the suit, they tried to make it seem like this wasn't about the Not Like Us, song. They tried to
Mhm.
make it seem like he was going after UMG for the botting claims in general. But then when it's all said and done, they said it's for defamation. So to me, and then to me, you're more of a bitch because you didn't sue Kendrick, you sued UMG. So if it was really about Kendrick, why didn't you sue Kendrick? So but I think he a bitch. Will I still listen to his music? Yes. I do fuck with some of his songs. The recent shit he's been putting out been mid to me though. Check our reactions to What Did I Miss? Uh I think we reacted to two songs from that he released, and quite ironically, none of them have really charted. So, and we still don't know when Iceman is coming out. It seemed like he's pushed the date back. But you got anything else about the UMG?
Nah, I mean, shit. It is what it is. Hell, the
Yeah,
shit out there
ain't
now.
no skin off my back. So, but let us know how y'all felt about the UMG case. Did y'all agree with it? Did you disagree with it? What do you guys really think it was about? Just make sure to put that in the comment section for us. Now, for our new section or segment. So we are going to do a top 5 album series centered around an individual artist. So it's not our top 5 albums of all time that include every artist. This is going to be our top 5 albums from one particular artist. And we're just going to see how we compare. So first up, we have Mr. T.I.P. Harris, formerly known as T.I., indubitably himself. um, Maul, what are your top 5 albums from T.I.? And this is in order too. So it's not random. This is in our specific orders.
So my top 5 albums from T.I. No, let me see. I need to get the visual picture of them. Number 5, I'm coming in with Trouble Man, which released in 2012. It was the last album. Huh?
Oh no, I said I didn't expect that.
Oh, I feel like this was the last album from T.I. before he mentally got out of the rap game. He got a song on there with Andre 3000 that I like. And it was just I got it, but to me, I feel like this was like the end of T.I. rapping. Like I didn't listen to nothing else after this album. At number 4, I got Urban Legend. They released in 2000. Was that 4? Man, this album take me back, boy. I'm talking about all the little hood days, this all we was listening to, T.I. and 50 Cent in the hood.
That's crazy.
And yeah, bro, that was it. So I like the You Don't Know Me song, Motivation. He got a lot of little bangers on that. So I feel like that was the best newer album from him because I didn't really like trap music all that much, but I did like Urban Legend. At number 3, I got King. Really more so the hits compared to the aesthetics of the album. I kind of feel like that he was trying to orient. I don't like how he marketed this album because this was around the time ATL came out. So I didn't really like the crossplay between it because some people was taking this as like a soundtrack to the movie. That's how close they released to each other. But yeah, it was cool. I just like the hits on it. And number 2, I got T.I. versus T.I.P. That album is just essential. I love it. I like how he broke down, how he basically gave us 2 different albums. We've seen it from a lot of guys in the past. So it was a nice transition for him because this is around the time where the high vocabulary started to pop in and all of that. He got away from the hood with this album, and I like that one. And last, certainly not least, my top 5. I mean, my number 1 best album from T.I., which is my favorite album from him, Paper Trail. Flawless album. To me, man, they're ready for whatever. I could rap that motherfucker backwards and forwards. Love this song. He still got the banger with Rihanna, and he got a song called Swagger Like Us with everybody, Wayne, Kanye, Jay-Z. Like that when I first heard this song, that was a moment for me because I thought I would never hear all 4 of them on the same song ever. Because around this time, these was like the pioneers of rap. Like T.I. was the youngin coming up. Then it was Kanye, then Jay-Z and Wayne was already solidified. So yeah, dog. I like that. I love that album actually.
Yeah. Solid list. I didn't expect Trouble Man, but that was, that's a sleeper right there. So for me, number 5, Urban Legend, because in my opinion, those first 5 songs are like the best intro to like his first. It was like the best run, 5-song run from The King, Motivation, You Don't Know Me, ASAP, and then Praying for Help. Come on now. That was a tough five. That was a tough start to that album.
It was.
So that's number 5 for me. Oh shoot, I messed up what I was looking at. All right. Number 4 to me is King. Because you got What You Know, like you said, Top Back is probably one of my favorite songs by him. You Know Who, the Bankhead, those were, but I feel where you're coming from when you said like, and I do agree, like the way this one was marketed as if it was the soundtrack for ATL. But the aesthetic of ATL kind of sort of didn't match with the aesthetic of this album. But King has to be number 4 for me. Number 3 for, in my opinion, is Paper Trail. So Paper Trail, and maybe because I listen to Paper Trail a lot, but I feel like I listened to the other 2 albums more than I did Paper Trail. I think I listened to more so the singles off of Paper Trail more than anything. And so like you said, this one has, Whatever You Like, Live Your Life, Swagger Like Swing Your Rag. Well, Swing Your Rag, I think is slept on because that shit get me hype every time with Swiss Beats. So
New York ass nigga.
That's
all that is.
that's definitely what it is. So yeah, Paper Trail is number 3 for me. Number 2, T.I. versus T.I.P. Because like you said, and it starts off phenomenally with him fighting himself pretty much. He was pretty much the older T.I. versus the younger T.I., and they both was popping their shit. So again, once a good start of an album when it came to T.I. versus T.I.P. because you got big shit popping on there. You Know What It Is, The Dope Man, Watch What You Say featuring Jay-Z. But my favorite song on that album has to be Hurt featuring Busta Rhymes. That is like that shit gives me hype every single time. So when I make a playlist and it's got to be hype, I put that on there because that's like another one of my favorite songs by T.I. And at number 1 for me, because this reminds me of high school, like me just graduating high school, was No Mercy. No Mercy came out in 2010, and to me is his best album. And I'm biased. Cool.
What album was that again?
No Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah, No Mercy by far is probably my favorite album by T.I. And I feel like this is when I feel like, and maybe it's because this was probably the first full album I listened to other than T.I. versus T.I.P. because I think T.I. versus T.I.P. was the first full one that I listened to. And then that made me want to listen to more, and that's when around that time was when No Mercy came out, and I could not get enough of this album. From the first song, Welcome to the World, with Kanye and Cudi, again probably in my top 3 favorite songs by him. He had let's see, what was the other song? Amazing featuring Pharrell, Poppin' Bottles featuring Drake, Castle Walls featuring Christina Aguilera, I'm Back, How Life Has Changed, featuring Scarface and Michelle A. Like that album to me, I was always able to just press play and just let it ride. And it was probably just 1 or 2 skips whenever I'm not in the mood. Because Strip, sometimes I had to be in the mood to listen to that one. It didn't fit in the concept of the album, but still not a bad song. But yeah, that's my No Mercy. No Mercy is my number one album from T.I. And I was actually surprised you didn't have No Mercy on your list, but like I said, I was thrown off by Trouble Man, but Trouble Man also was a great album too, though. So
Mm-hmm. I honestly didn't. I didn't give No Mercy a listen. Honestly, the only thing I really heard was fucking the Popping Bottles verse. Because around
okay.
2010, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of out of the studio albums for real. If it wasn't Wayne, I really didn't listen to it. That's when I
Wayne or
started.
Gucci.
Yeah, if it wasn't
Yeah,
Wayne and Gucci, I wasn't hearing that shit. It was mostly I'm around 2010. That's when I started listening to J. Cole and Big Sean mixtapes and
And I
Side.
mean that was the peak of the mixtape era.
Yeah,
That was
Side
the
of
blog
Prince.
era. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the blog era. So that's
So yeah.
and yeah, and I agree with you. So and that's primarily what everyone was listening to at the time was mixtapes. It wasn't really studio albums like that. So
Yeah,
um
and that's how I did fuck. That's how I fucked around and never heard listen to Kendrick Lamar.
hey, that's how I found Kendrick Lamar was
So,
through mixtapes though. So it might create a poll, let y'all vote to see who had the better top 5 list on the YouTube on the channel. But let us know what are y'all's top 5 albums by T.I. And shoot, if y'all have suggestions on who y'all would like us to give our top 5 albums, any suggestions, throw the artist down below and we will see what we can do for you guys. But on to my favorite segment of the show, other than this new one that we just got, because that was pretty fun, is put you on game. So episode 7, Maul gave me Flex and Go by Eddie Valero, and he gave me I Like Me Better by Love, and I gave him Form Follows Function by Lupe Fiasco and The Dream Time Machine by Wizard. Maul, what you thought about the 2 songs I gave you?
I like the Dream Wizard. What'd you say? Dream Machine?
The
Dream
Dream
Wizard?
Time Machine.
Yeah, Dream Time Machine. I really did like this song. Added it on the list, keeping it on the list. But with the Lupe, one, I'm not a Lupe fan. Don't really rock with him like that. But I respect the skill set though. He definitely ran that motherfucker. But the beat just threw me off. Like the whole
Yeah.
the jazzy thing. It
Yeah.
kind of threw me out. But I did like the part where he was doing we said wolf roar or some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah. Always had flow, but out of the front door, roof and wall. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran that hoe. But yeah, besides the beat, if it was on a different beat, well, really just a saxophone. I'm not really a big jazz intaker. So yeah, he ran that motherfucker. The jazz matched him to be able to switch his flows up. So I understood the reason, but he ran that hoe, but I ain't really just deal with the beat. How you feel about your tracks?
So the Love one I've heard before. The I Like Me Better. I like that song. I just didn't know the name of the artist
Okay.
or the song. So or the name of the song. So but I have heard it before, but I do like it. Eddie Valero, clearly I like it because it was, like I said, it's been so many days, months between our last show and this one that it came on like a couple times, and I was like, I like this song, and then lo and behold, it was because you told me to listen to it. And yeah, I like that song. Definitely need to check out more of him. I think another song by him came up a while back that I liked. I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, I like that song. It was it got me bopping. So let us know if you guys listen to those songs, those 4 songs that we suggested. How do you guys feel about it? But now the fun part. We're gonna get 4 new songs. 2 from Maul and 2 from me. Maul, what you got for me?
Well, one song I would like for you to hear, Angel Eyes by Kenny Mason.
Okay.
Now, Kenny, he's
I've heard
another
of
one of them. You heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Oh, so you ain't never heard of nothing from him?
I've never heard nothing from him, but I've heard of the name before. Yeah.
Well, you gonna dig in as soon as you hear this one, because if you like rap the way I think you like rap, you gonna like him, because he give you the, how can I put it? He gives you the flow and the cadence of a gunner, but he has lyricism added to that. So if you can mesh the two between, I think you're gonna like Kenny Mason. Well,
Okay.
this song by Kenny Mason. And lastly, I'm gonna give you something different. I ain't gonna do this song that I thought about. First, before I do this, how do you feel about NBA Youngboy?
I don't like it. Because
Like him,
I don't know what the fuck he's saying. It make my head hurt.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna give you a song. Your head not gonna hurt, but I just want I want you to see, like, when it comes down to I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how to pronounce this motherfucker. But it's Acquittal. I think it's called Acquittal. Is Moneybagg Yo and NBA Youngboy. It's spelled ACQUITTAL.
Yeah, Acquittal.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's what the promising young boy was. You know, everybody got that one phase and then they shift to something else, like Playboy Cardi and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
this was one of his nicer tracks, and I want to bring this to light out. That young boy, he had potential before
All this shit.
all this, shit.
All right. So I'm about to throw you a curveball. So I get made fun of being a fan of this artist, but I don't give a fuck. I fuck with his music. Multiple albums. To the
Designer.
point that I have one of my friends gave me a nickname in reference of this artist. But my first song is going to be Race Against Time by Ja Rule off of his debut album Veni Vidi Vici.
Yeah, that fucked me up. Bro, I ain't never in my life searched Ja Rule on my phone. What's the name of this song?
Race Against Time. And not the second one, the first one. It's off the album Veni Vidi Vici. Yeah, that one. And then the next song for you is Big Crit, Down and Out. So 2 different ends of the culture.
It's on Forever in a Day.
Yeah.
I ain't hearing no Big Crit in so long.
He actually just came out with I don't know if it was an album or a single not too long ago.
Man, I used to play the shit out of that country shit song.
Oh yeah. But yeah, those are our 4 songs for this episode. And we'll come back with our assessments for the next episode. We promise it won't be that long before the next one. So be looking forward to episode 9 in the near future. And once again, the Put You On game will always is a playlist, and we'll include the link to the playlist at the bottom, so you guys can always keep up with our songs that we have been adding. Also, if you follow our TikTok page, we've been trying to post a daily song of the day, and you can get more of our music taste from there. I'll make sure to include the link to that as well. Make sure you guys go give us a follow on there, and a couple thumbs ups, a couple comments. Let us know what y'all thinking. We appreciate you guys' patience and perseverance with us. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and tell anybody you can about us. We're trying to grow, and we actually mean it this time. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank y'all. But we are Two Talk Talks. I'm Trey. That's my boy Jay, and we out. Peace.
Peace.